Hello, everybody. Welcome to the YNTAAY AY Minis. I'm Chris Smith, and today I am reviewing Anastasia, the new Broadway musical, which I saw just last week at the Hollywood Pantages Theater in beautiful Hollywood, hence the name. And I think I told you in another video that Paolo got me a gift certificate to the Pantages Theater. So I took it and I put it toward this ticket that I set right in the balcony, right in the front mezzanine, and I was just on the first row in the overhang, which I think is the best seat, y'all, because you're not down in the orchestra, you don't have all these heads in front of you, and you are just perfectly centered above the orchestra, and you can see the stage perfectly. And I always bring my binoculars. But yes, so this is the touring production, and it opened in April of 2017 on Broadway. So the title says the new Broadway musical, but it's 2 years later. That's how the tours work. It's always sad for me that I always have to wait 2 years before a show comes out. And then by the time it gets to LA, I'm like, everything old is new again. But yes, so Anastasia is based on the movie, and the story of the movie was 1997. The story starts in 1906, back in Russia. The Romanov family is very wealthy, and they have balls, dancing balls. And the story jumps from 1906 to 1917. Anastasia's like 17 years old, and there's a massacre, sort of a revolution, if you will, and her whole family is killed, and Anastasia is believed dead too. Then the story jumps 10 more years. There's a girl named Anya, played here by my friend Diane, and she has amnesia, and she's sort of like a street urchin. And then she meets a young man named Dmitri, played here by Dmitri, because yes, I got the Dmitri doll from the movie Anastasia. It was an animated movie. And he and this guy named Vlad sort of hire her to they're going to teach her to pretend to be Anastasia, and see if they can get a little reward money for turning her over to her grandmother, who was who was holding out hope that Anastasia might still be alive. But of course the girl, spoiler alert, starts getting memories that they're not teaching her, and she begins to really believe that she is Anastasia, and we don't know. Is she not? But yes, so that's basically what it's about. And the music is by Stephen Flaherty, and the lyrics is by Lynn Ahrens, or the lyrics are by Lynn Ahrens. Well, anyway, the score is done by Stephen Flaherty and Lynn Ahrens, which the Ahrens and Flaherty are like one of my favorite teams. I just love them. Once on This Island, Ragtime, their posters are hanging all over this house. So I really do love their music and the lyrics, and this is a great score. I must say, the book is by the great Terrence McNally, who's done so many shows, yes, plays and musicals, and so yes, and the show was nominated back at the time. It wasn't nominated for a lot of Tony Awards, and I'm not quite sure why there was such a shutout. It only received 2 Tony nominations, one for Best Featured Actress in a Musical, Mary Beth Peil, who played the grandmother, and one for Costume Design in a Musical by Linda Cho. And yet it got like a bunch of Drama Desk nominations, including Outstanding Musical. It won for Best Production Design. I must say, y'all, the production design on this with with projections in the back of the stage are amazing. The costumes are wonderful. The whole show is wonderful, but those projections are so crisp. They have a scene where they're on a train and the scenery is going by behind the train. You can see the tracks in the background, and then the train turns and you see the side view going by and all the scenery, and then the train turns again and you see the tracks behind them. Things like that. They go up in the Eiffel Tower because it's also set in Paris, which is where the grandmother lives, and they're trying to escape from Russia to get into Paris. There's a bad guy named Gleb. Now, in the movie, Rasputin is like this wizard type. I don't know what he is, but it had a supernatural element, and he's not in this at all. So Gleb is like this dude he's in Russia, and he's trying to stop them from escaping, and he's sort of after Anastasia. So he's sort of the bad guy, and I'll show you what these characters look like. Because look, I bought the program, the nice program. They didn't have posters to sell, and I've always wanted to buy this poster. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, you see Russia over here, and you see Paris over here, and Anastasia's going across the bridge that her grandfather, I can't remember if he built it, but it's named after the grandfather. But yes, so I bought the program, and I bought a souvenir magnet, because you all have seen my refrigerator covered with magnets. I just love them. And this is I always show you the programs nowadays. This is a very good one. I won't. But great color photos. There's Mary Beth Peel as the grandmother. We didn't have her. That was the Broadway cast. Now, this program is the Broadway cast, and that's Gleb. And that's Dimitri, and that's Anya right there, who is really Anastasia. Or is she? And the lighting design was amazing. It's a little sheet music right here. There's even a fold out. Oh, look at these. The spirits of the relatives dance. Maybe this was just the ball. Maybe this wasn't like a ghostly dream or anything. It's not like Addams Family with the ghost. Here's the train car scene. Isn't that beautiful? The colors in it are so amazing. The costumes, like I told you, she wears this incredible red dress in Act 2. I'm going to show you the red dress in a picture in a second. You're going to love it. Here's the back. It has like a missing poster for missing Grand Duchess Anastasia Nikolavina of Russia. Sorry if I messed up your name, Anastasia. But yeah, so here's the red dress I was telling you about. Isn't that amazing? So this is the tour cast we have. This is a young man named Jake Levy, and he is making his national tour debut right here in Los Angeles, and he is a recent graduate of UCLA with a BA in musical theater. This was in 2018. But isn't that amazing? The hometown boy makes good. Of course, in Los Angeles, hometown boys, it's sort of like when Catherine McPhee was on American Idol, and they're like, we're going to take you back to your hometown. She was from LA. She was like Sherman Oaks or something. So, you know, everybody here is in the business. But, yes, so so Anastasia is played by Lila Coogan. She's wonderful. Jake Levy is Dimitri, and Jason Michael Evans is Gleb, and Joy Franz is the Dowager Empress. I must mention Terry Kelly as Countess Lily, and Edward Staudenmeyer as Vlad. So those are the main characters. But yes, here's the grandmother that we had. There's Gleb. I showed you Jake, and then there, of course, is Anya, aka Anastasia, and Dimitri. But it's a very good production. I think you'll like it. And it features the hit songs that you remember, some from the movie and some brand new ones like Dancing Bears, Painted Wings, Things I Almost Remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. And I love this one. And I know I've grown a tiny bit gray. Dun, dun, dun. Some women say I look distinguished this way. I'll bow as if I'm still a frisky young pup. Ha ha! Let's hope that I can straighten up. If she says no, we'll all lay low and we'll go from there. And you remember this hit. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me, don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear. Off key. Or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Dun, 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 dun. And Dimitri has that great song, It Was June, I was 10. I still think of that day now and then. A parade and a girl and a crowd of thousands. So those are some of the songs you'll hear, but sung better. So it's currently playing, as of this taping, in Los Angeles until the 27th of October, so you'd better hurry. And then it goes to Tempe, Arizona, October 29th through November 3rd. It goes to Costa Mesa, November 5th through the 17th. And Tucson, Arizona after that. Then it's on to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And that's going to be December 3rd through January 12th. So during the holiday season, you'll be able to, you kids up in Canada, you can see it at the Ed Mervish Theater. Then it's on to Hartford, Connecticut in the new year. It's on to Rochester, New York, Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa in February to March. End of February. Now you can get all these dates online, but I like to do a little service to the theater community, and here's some more. So feel free to slow this down or pause. And if you see your city, here we're in June, Omaha, Nebraska, Salt Lake City, Seattle. So yes, and the information goes all the way up to Atlanta, Georgia in July 28th, 2020 to August 2nd. So if you all get a chance, do go see Anastasia. I think you'll enjoy it, and you'll get to hear that marvelous music by Ahrens and Flaherty, that marvelous score, I should say. And you'll get to see Dimitri, and you'll get to see Anastasia, but not played by Diane. You'll see Lily playing the role. So, okay, I will talk to you later with another review probably. Oh, and look, this was in our program when we went, and it said that this young man, Ryan Mack, had joined the company in the ensemble and as the understudy Dimitri. But we didn't have him, we had Jake. Okay, goodbye everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. There's the timer. My laundry's ready. Goodbye.